Hello there, Fully Human, and welcome to this video. And today I want to talk about the T34-3 and the 112-2, which are now in the shop. So, as you can see right there, let's talk about the bundles first, if they're worth buying. The answer to the T34-3, is it worth buying, is obviously no. The answer to the 112-2 is, do you hate gun depression? If you do that, then it can be worth it. For 7.5k, it's not that bad of a deal, you know, with the equipment and all that kind of stuff. But if you do like gun depression, then AMX M449 T34 is your thing, basically. And also, if you like not hitting anything, because the accuracy is quite abysmal. So that's pretty much the story of those two. There are better options, quite simply. However, out of these two, the WZ112-2 is a good option. It's not a great option, but it's a good option. As you can see, good armor, 2k DPM, which is alright. You have 400 alpha damage. Obviously, the accuracy is shit. And you only have 6 degrees of gun depression, and the mobility is alright, so you have that. With the T34-3, I mean, you have a complete useless donkey of a tank, because you have 1.8k DPM, which means you can't shoot at anyone, then you can't pen anyone. Sure, you have 400 alpha damage, but you're gonna be able to use that very rarely, because you have to shoot heat with 270, and at which point you can't actually shoot anyone either, because you can't shoot through walls, you can't shoot through tracks. You get what I mean. And the accuracy is very donkey as well. Obviously, the aim time of this thing is great, but donkey accuracy. And only 5 degrees of gun depression, which in my eyes is just useless. So, mobility is good, however. So, with that said, I guess that's how you equip it. Even with the refined gun, the accuracy is still donkey. And, I mean, you could use calibrate, but like, you can choose between not having DPM and not having penetration. Pretty much, which is not really a great thing to choose from, I'd say. But let's play anyway. So now with the T34-3 we begin. I mean, I tried like 3 battles in this thing, I just didn't get a good one, because like, it's shit tank, so I'm gonna take this no matter what, okay? Just to show you what's happening. They have 2 168s, a T49 and an IU and a Skoda. So, actually there are 3 tanks I can pen, which is nice. At least. The only good thing I can actually say about this tank is the aim time of the heat pen, but besides that, it just has nothing good about it whatsoever. And the aim time of the heat pen gets ruined by the accuracy not being very good. You know, the accuracy is very horrible, and also the DPM being only 1,800. So if you have to shoot heat, you get to like 1,500, which just completely ruins the tank. You know, there's no point playing this tank, because it's very situational. It's just not very interesting. It doesn't even have gun depression, you know, so you can't even use a lot of positions well, which is just, you know, I think gun depression is one of the most overlooked things that is very important in this game, because the more gun depression you have, the more positions you can play, and the better you'll be. And because the more positions you can play, the better you can adapt to the game, and the better it'll be to play. Okay, T49, can we HE him? Come on. Yes, finally some damage. Finally some good fucking damage. Okay, well, only 1.2 anyway. There we go. Let's try it again. Come on. Nope. Stop moving. Thank you. There we go. There we go. We're finally doing something, but you can see it's very team dependent and very problematic. And if you do like this tank, sure, whatever. If you do like this video, don't forget to like. Jesus Christ! Don't rely on that, okay? That's just a random anomaly right there. Please don't buy this tank because I ammo-racked someone. Please don't be that irrational, okay? Please don't be that dumb. But please be dumb enough to like and subscribe. Or smart enough, I should say. But yeah, that's 3.5k. Is this even an ace? I mean, with how horrible this tank is, that even might be an ace. 3.9k. Okay, do we get another shot? I'm gonna do the adrenaline here, just to waste it. Okay, come on, load. Nope. God damn it. What just happened? What the heck just happened? Anyway, it's a horrible tank, okay? Don't listen to me. Yeah, it's an ace, obviously. I mean, it's 4k, it shouldn't be an ace. This tank is shit, okay? But yeah, here's the thing, I warned you, if you buy it and you don't like it, that's your fault. If you buy it and do like it, what kind of a person are you? Anyway, let's move on to the 112. For now, let's get into the 112-2. which is the better of the two, obviously. But it is still disappointing, because for 7.5k, you could get yourself an MX M449, which has more DPM, more gun depression, roughly the same armor, more mobility, a better gun, you know, it's just better for the same price. So it is disappointing as a premium tank. As a tank, it's quite good. No, it's way better than the 112, it's way better than the IS-6, so it has that at least. But obviously, compared to an MX M449 or a T34-3, you know, it's just horrible. And so is this guy that's just pushing me out into the open. Nice, L. Okay, let's see. Also, another downside is the accuracy. You know, it's you have 300 DPM less than an MX M449, but in reality you have 500 less because you can't hit anything. Sure, you're supposed to play this tank at close range, but that's not always the case, you know? You're not always going to be at close range, and you're not always going to be brawling, which means it's a situational tank. And situational tanks aren't as good as versatile tanks. That's just the fact of life, and that's why today, in this day and age, every army is using main battle tanks rather than heavy tanks. Because they're more useful. Okay. Let's do that. Obviously, I can just roll this VK in a bit. I can use the turret and the 6 degrees of gun depression, which is still horrible, but way better than 5. To maybe get some shots in this guy. And there's the horrible accuracy right there. Which is not ideal. And, yeah. I wouldn't buy it. Again. I only really bought it for the video. I would have never bought it if I wouldn't do YouTube or anything like that. I would have just stuck to the T34 or the MX. Because it's inaccurate. And it doesn't have gun depression. I don't like that. You know, I like to penetrate shots. I don't like to be able to use all positions. I like to be effective around the map. Whatever position I'm in. And not just be dictated by the tank what position I'm useful in and whatnot. So, let's take out the Comet here. See what we can do there. There's 2 down there, and there's the VK here. Obviously, the VK is going to be looking at me, which is not ideal. Now, you can side-script in this tank a bit. So let's try and do that. There we go. Oh yeah, pens. I hit something. Woo! Let's go. Obviously, it's way better than the one. T34. So, I mean, if you like this kind of Russian-style tank, sure, go for it. I wouldn't recommend it. And I wouldn't personally buy it for my own. That's just my 2 cents on that. But if you like it, you know, what do you think about the tanks? What do you think about T34? What do you think about the 112? Put in the comments, and we'll find out. And don't forget to like and subscribe as well, obviously, because you know that matters somehow. Okay, 2.8k. I finally got a decent game. Let's go. I got a decent game. There's no point going for the T34 because he's all the way over there, and he's gonna get taken out. So. Yeah, 2.8k, that's a decent game, I'd say. Could have done way better in a T4 here. But that's life, and if you want this thing, sure, go for it. If you want the T34, you probably hate yourself. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. See you for the next one. Goodbye.